Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and as you probably know by now, iOS 26.2 has finally been released to the public. And of course, it brings a ton of new features and changes that make iOS 26 even better. And of course, amongst these new features, there are some hidden features that you need to know about. So in today's video, I will show you guys 10 amazing hidden features that you will find on iOS 26.2. Now, before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. I've noticed that most of you guys that watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel. So if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps a lot. Now, first of all, we're starting with reminders. Now, as you probably know, with reminders on iOS 26.2, we finally have a new feature called alarms for reminders, and it basically gives you the option to have an alarm for your reminder, which is really awesome. Of course, you enable it once you're creating a new reminder. But what's really cool is another feature that has to do with this. It is called Stay Reminded, and it's pretty awesome actually. So when you get the alarm for your reminder, it is basically like you get a normal alarm. So you will have a snooze button for your alarm for your reminder. So it basically puts your reminder on snooze. But your iPhone on iOS 26.2 will help you basically be reminded of your reminder so you don't forget about it. And it's actually really awesome. So let's just wait for the alarm here and you will notice it. So if I slide to stop right here, you can see I have a complete button which allows me to complete the reminder from here. But if I slide to stop, then this, as you can see right here, will go into the live activity, but also will go in the dynamic island. So you will notice now we have the reminder right there on the dynamic island. That way it's being basically there and keeping us reminded of that reminder. As you could see there, we had an option to actually complete the reminder directly from that alarm. So you get the alarm, you have the slide to stop, which will snooze the reminder. But if you want to completely remove the reminder, mark it as complete, then you can do that, but you will have to go to your settings, go to reminders. And once you go here, just scroll down and you will have a new option called Complete from Alarm. So now when you get your alarm for your reminder, you can also complete your alarm from here. Next up, we're moving to display and brightness. Now, as you probably know, with iOS 26.1, we have the new option for liquid glass where you can basically choose here the clear and the tinted. But with iOS 26.2, if you go here and you try to change this while having reduced transparency turned on, which you can turn on from the accessibility settings, then it will give you this pop-up right here. It will ask you to turn off reduced transparency before you can change the liquid glass effect. Now you can actually do that directly from here or just cancel it. Now if you actually want to switch to tinted or clear, you can see it says turn off and use tinted. So it basically does the both actions here at the same time. Now with iOS 26.2, Apple has added the new feature for AirPod where you can actually stay connected with a person that you don't have on your contacts, and then you can stay connected via a pin for 30 days so you don't have to basically go through the process again in 30 days. So it's pretty cool. And it also has a new option here under General, go to AirDrop, and then you will have here Manage Known AirDrop contacts. So all your contacts that you have connected to via that pin will be here, and you can go ahead and manage that list. So basically, if you're connected to someone for 30 days, it doesn't mean that you have to stay for 30 days. You can go ahead and basically manage it or remove it directly from here. Now, really awesome new feature, but unfortunately, as of now, is only available in Japan, is the new side button feature. It is really awesome. So as you know, with iOS, on the side button, you press and hold to invoke Siri. But in Japan now, they will actually have the option to put there any third-party assistant they want, like maybe ChatGPT or Gemini, whatever they want. Hopefully this will come pretty soon to other devices as well, but if you're lucky enough to have this feature, then you can actually map the side button to invoke any third-party assistant that you need. And if you use CarPlay, then you will have a pretty cool option. You can now have up to 3 widgets with CarPlay with iOS 26.2. So of course, as you know, once you have updated your device, the CarPlay will be updated automatically. And now you can have up to 3 widgets on the screen, which is really awesome. Previously, you could see only 2. Even with this feature, of course, the 3 will be displayed only on cars that have basically a wider screen that will support the size of the 3 widgets. Moving on to the news app here, so we have some changes to the news as well. So if we go to news here and go to the search button, then we have here a redesigned page for the search, and you can see it makes it much easier for you to basically discover the things that you're interested in. So you will have the search button where you can type anything you want, or you can actually just go into these categories and then just basically discover anything that you need. So if we go to sports in this case, I can go ahead and tap where it says all sports and just switch between different sports. So it's basically pretty awesome. So the redesign here of the search section on the news app. Moving on to the notification center, so we have here a few smaller changes. The buttons now to clear the notifications are on liquid glass. Whether you're using the clear button, the X one, or you're using the clear all button, you will now have it, of course, redesigned with the new look of liquid glass. And if you use the Freeform app, which is a free app from Apple, you will now have the ability to attach tables. So if you go here, you will have the add table button. And as you can see right here, you can go ahead and just add the tables, of course, colorize them, do basically anything you want with them. You will have all the different options here to add more or remove, or you can see the plus button right there. Plus button here, you can go ahead and add or remove and basically edit the tables any way you want. So if you want to just basically resize them, you can just press and hold that like circle button right there. You will have all kinds of different options right here, but it's actually pretty useful if you use this app and you need tables. Finally, you can add them using the new iOS 26.2. And with iOS 26.2, you also get now new sleep scores. So Apple has changed the way of the scores work with sleep on iOS 26.2. So basically now the very low is 0 to 40 points, and it used to be 0 to 29. You will have the low 41 to 60. It used to be 30 to 49. And you will have the OK 61 to 80. It used to be 50 to 69. And you will have the high 81 to 95. It was 70 to 89. And of course the very high 96 to 100. Previously, it used to be 90 to 100. So these are basically 10 really awesome new hidden features that you will find on your device running the new iOS 26.2, which again is an amazing update. It brings a lot of new features. Some of them are actually very, very useful. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and of course subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next one.